The Omega Gulag. Oh, hello.
Him hoovering is actually the punishment for being late.
Okay.
And if you fuck up your punishment, yeah.
All right. So.
All right.
Let's see where we left off.
I don't hear any hoovering out of you.
Listen.
I'm listening. Start hoovering.
I'm waiting for like a 20-minute gap. If there's gonna be a 20-minute gap where my character's just not doing anything, I'll go hoover.
I'm pretty sure there will be.
Yeah, cool. When the fucking Spetsnaz 3, they go off and do their own thing.
Alright.
Alright. Do you guys remember where we left off last time?
Yeah, we
got knocked out.
We went to sleep in a warehouse and got kidnapped.
Yeah, we got staked and dragged off, and we're told
welcome to Miami. Yeah.
Welcome to Miami.
Yeah. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright. So.
That's better.
That's pretty good.
One by one, you guys are pulled back into consciousness as the stakes are yanked from your chests. And you find yourself in what looks to be some sort of like biker bar. There's those sorts of decorations on the wall, a bunch of like, pictures of roads and road signs, things like that. And it is not as full like it's open, but there are several people here with you who are again dressed in attire appropriate for the setting, leathers. And they are holding weapons, obviously. And as you jerk back into consciousness, the one who seems to be the leader, who is sitting on a bar stool looming over you, asks, what are your names?
Who's answering first?
So look around, and if no one else speaks up, then I will. I'm Yuri.
I'm Zima.
I'm waiting for one of the tough guys.
Oh, you saying I'm not tough?
Stalwart, you're the big soldier guy. You gonna do something?
Oh, I'm not giving this dude my name.
Oh yeah, paranoid.
He might use your name for ill deeds. You're paranoid after all.
Exactly.
So are you going to be the silent demographic?
He can call me John.
Yeah, the only American.
John.
You say in the thickest of Russian accents.
I'm of John.
You can call me John.
All right. So he looks over. Natasha says, "I presume I can call you Jane then." Well, there's no response. He turns over to Alexei.
Alexei.
All right. Well, a pleasure to meet some of you. You're
Likewise. Comrade.
You're fortunate that we picked you up when we did.
In what way?
You've walked into kind of an awkward situation, so I suppose I should give you the rundown.
That would be much appreciated.
The people you're supposed to be bringing money or rather drugs and guns to are us.
Okay.
Things did not go exactly to plan.
Sorry about that.
I was very meek. Yeah, sorry about that.
Fortunately, although the people you were supposed to meet were picked up by the police and replaced, we still knew the location of the meeting and we followed you. We've taken care of the situation, so you don't need to worry about anyone else following you.
Very nice.
Thank you kindly.
Now, the question is, what exactly are we going to do with you?
I don't suppose we are lucky enough to be simply set free, are we?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? I just need some assurances that you're not going to fuck anything up. Your
Why would we
initial
do
impression,
that?
I'm afraid, is sort of a bull in a china shop.
It's fair. Really?
Right now, basically, the situation as it stands in Miami is that the Camarilla and the Sabbat are slugging it out over the city, and the Anarchs, and any other independents. And he nods towards someone else in the group.
And which group might you belong to?
Who do you think?
I would presume the Anarchs.
Bingo.
Long live the Anarchs.
We formed sort of a third faction. Not as strong as the other two, but at the same time, neither of them can fuck with us because then they're starting a war on two fronts. What I want from you is some reassurance that you're not going to upset the situation and thereby create a new situation in which they both decide that we're more trouble than we're worth and stop slugging on each other to kill us.
Well, we may have been trapped and caught off guard by the cops, but there's no way in hell we'd purposefully get into a situation like that.
Alright, he kind of studies you, and he looks to another member of the group who kind of nods, and then he says, alright, well, that's fine then. In that case, I see no problem with letting comrades such as yourselves go free.
Much obliged.
Woo.
Thank you kindly.
I love America. They let you go free after just talking for a few minutes.
Wrong crowd, wrong crowd.
What is this free you're talking about?
If you are obviously believing in freedom as we do, we're not going to force you into anything, but if you would be interested in a working relationship, we might be able to arrange some of the things you'll need if you're going to be staying in the city.
Oh?
That
Please
sounds
do go
pretty
on.
cool.
We can provide you with the money you'll need to live on and a haven to keep you secure for the time being.
And in exchange, you would like...
Well, that depends on exactly what kind of skill sets you have to offer. I don't suppose any of you know anything about this, and he puts a hand on the bar where you can see there is the small package of cocaine, which you brought in, or this, and then he puts a hand on the AK, which you also brought with you.
My friend Yuri has a limited experience with the former.
As in, I may know how to exchange it, to put it nicely.
He sells cocaine.
To put it bluntly.
And another one of our friends might have experience with guns, too.
Presumably, Mr. And Mrs. Smith.
Indeed.
Well, like I said, that's fine then. We don't need any use of this just yet. He pats the AK. However, he then picks up the bag of cocaine and then throws it to Yuri.
Right then, I'll catch it. Does it seem to be good quality?
First off, give me a dexterity plus athletics to see
Oh, come on.
if this looks cool or not.
That's a 4.
Please drop it.
You do catch it. It does not look
Hey.
cool, though. It's kind of like one of
Okay.
those catches where, like, you catch it against your chest, and then you have to, like, hold it back
I'll
out.
take
Yourself.
it.
It doesn't just go flying past your head, and then a second later you raise your hand.
So can I take a look at it and see? Does it seem to be good quality?
Yeah, it seems to be very high quality. You could cut it down significantly to stretch your mileage.
Oh, this is
Well, Yuri, as
Good
leader of
stuff.
the group now, what do you think?
this is quite good stuff you have here.
You'll be allowed a percentage as well, which should accommodate your financial needs for the time being.
That sounds wonderful.
We were obviously hoping for a significant amount, but there's no reason not to at least make use of what we have.
Of course. I'll see to it that it is put to excellently good use.
As for the rest, I think we can arrange a safe house for you. And then he motions to a woman who's in his group, says, make the preparations. And she leaves for a minute. He then turns back to you and says, also, you may want to consider whether you want to present yourself to the prince or not. Like I said, we're a third faction and no one can fuck with us, but at the same time, it's not necessarily the best idea to disturb the waters unnecessarily.
So wait, which prince?
The Camarilla Prince.
Alright.
That may
one
be a
question.
good idea.
A question. Regarding beauty sales, would he have competition of any kind? Maybe on...
This is Miami.
Yeah, true enough.
It's a free market, fam.
We don't
Yes,
have
but
any
You might not be familiar with that.
state-owned businesses around here.
Would any of them be of a vampiric sort?
Well, from what I know, there are certain other kindred interests in the drug trade.
That will complicate matters a bit.
Well, if you run into Setites, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Like I said, the Independents are with us, mostly interested in keeping everything, all the non-aligned, out of the sex crosshairs. If you run into Sabat, well, good luck.
I assume I will need it. Thank you.
You know, if state control drug trade, they get much more tax revenue. It's a real shame.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Was that in character or out of character?
That was in character. Why did you think the accent was there?
It's both. They don't have to be mutually exclusive.
It is both, actually, to be honest.
I see. Was the Russian accent also out of character?
Yeah, fuck it.
If you are interested in presenting yourself to the prince, he'll be holding court this weekend at the Miami-Dade Cultural Center.
Excellent. Out of character? What day is it today?
It is
Friday the 13th.
Thursday.
I was hoping you would say Sunday.
No. By weekend, you meant Saturday.
Gotcha. I'll make a quick note of that.
Do you have any other questions?
Are there any ideal feeding spots around here? I'm a bit peckish.
Well, it depends on what your type is, I suppose. Although I would advise staying out of Liberty City as much as possible. The Sabbat tends to patrol there.
Appreciate it.
Other than that, most of the
How much-
upper class
Sorry.
establishments are going to be controlled by the Camarilla, so if you don't plan on presenting yourselves, I would stay away from the rack.
How much should I be charging for this? Do you have any rates, so to speak?
He'll give you the 1980s cocaine price sheet for you.
Now I got a baseline here. Is it significant? Is it significantly different from what I know in Russia?
Well, I mean, the entire currency is different, so I presume it's completely novel.
All right. So just noted that I have no finance, so this might be important.
You've forgotten, Yuri. You have sugar daddy.
I hope that was out of character.
Maybe. We shall see.
Oh, speaking of which, he actually has his men bring over a collection of all of your things. Your handgun, Natasha's knives, and your straps of gold.
Oh, thank you kindly. Can I check, make sure that they've not taken anything? Or?
It looks like it's all there.
Oh, very good. 13. Okay, good. Yeah, that's 13 grand in gold. Let's keep that. Let's keep that.
Now, when you say handgun, do you mean my handgun, or?
Well, as I recall, you do not have a firearm.
But I think we agreed that I would get one in America. I think that was the deal.
Right, yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure, because I have it written down on my sheet.
Yeah, it's your KGB agent friend's gun.
Gotcha.
The only person allowed to own a gun. All right. So as you're about, the woman comes back, and as she's about to take you away, though, the boss takes Zima aside for a moment, and he says, "By the way, about your condition," and he motions towards his arm.
Yes, the tattoo removal.
Is there anything we should know about that?
Well, bad running with Dmitri. You know how it goes. It is manageable. Should not be a problem.
All right. Well, if you are interested in having it removed, you may want to. I know I already advised you to avoid Liberty City, but that would be the place to do it. Although, if you do decide to seek them out, I would advise you not to travel in a full group, since they may perceive that as a move in force.
Understood. Thank you for your help, friend.
All right. So, pat you on the back and send you on your way.
All right. So, what now?
Well, the woman who sent you with takes you out to a van, which is marked with like a bunch of club logos and things. And she motions for you guys to hop inside.
What shape is the van?
What was that?
What shape is the van?
I mean, van-shaped, boxy.
It's got a
Three holes on shape.
Got a novelty giant head of Eddie Murphy on the back. It's that van.
Alright.
So, she drives it and she takes you out to the beach, and then you drive along the beach past all the expensive hotels, and then she turns away from the beach and takes you inland into the shitty area, and eventually she stops in front of a store marked Miami Family Video. And she says, "This is your stop."
Oh? Where is the safe house? How do we access it?
She points at the video store. The guy inside's a ghoul. One of us. You can trust him.
What is he
Is there a code?
Yes, is there a code? Is there
I'm the guy.
Cool.
Alrighty, thank you.
All right. And
Step out.
she doesn't even wait to see if you get inside. As soon as you guys are out of the van, she drives off.
Alright, Miles, as leader of the group, I expect you to lead the way.
Just for the record, you're calling a 20-something-year-old, 150-pound skeleton the leader of your group.
Absolutely.
The
Better
cave.
than Stalwart being leader of the group.
Okay, I'll walk in then.
Stalwart is the
I don't
power
want someone
behind the
actually
throne.
imposing being leader of the group.
All right.
So I walk inside.
All right. So inside, it is a video rental store. There are a bunch of VHS tapes everywhere, and there is
Are there any
a
select
guy.
bunch of customers or just one?
There's very few customers at this point of the night. Mostly, they're all over in like the porn section. But there is a guy behind the counter who's basically sat back with his feet up on the counter and seems to be watching a movie on one of the screens that they have set up in like the middle
I
of
will
the store.
approach him.
Is he watching porn?
No, they're not publicly showing porn. No, it seems to be some sort of like sci-fi movie.
Star Horse?
I will walk over to him and
Well, wait.
initiate conversation.
First off, give me an intelligence plus academics, Alexei.
Intelligence plus academics. Oh, that's funny. Where's academics?
It's at the top of
It's
knowledges.
in the knowledges.
It should be, yes.
Unless someone...
Oh.
Alright, well, anyway, my intelligence is 4.
Ooh.
I guess that's a natural 0 then, isn't it?
Actually, you recognize the classic Soviet science fiction film Solaris.
Hey.
Of course.
Well, anyway, I'll go and talk to him.
All right. So you approach, and he says, "Yeah, what can I help you with?"
I have been told you are expecting us.
Oh, you're the guy?
We are the guys.
Yes, I am Guy.
That was the wrong password, Yuri.
Da, M guy.
Singular.
All right. So he nods and says, "Name's Corduroy."
I am Yuri. A pleasure.
All right. He said, "Well, round up all your boys. I got the keys." And he opens up a drawer and starts fishing through it.
Very well, I will motion for everyone to get closer.
I'm really worried this is some kind of misunderstanding.
You're gonna go back there and it's gonna be like some sort of weird gay porn scene and...
Yeah, you're the guys who saw my ad, right?
Alright, get undressed.
Yes.
Yuri, look at this. They have actual pornography here.
Alright.
That's a very good scene, man.
Once you guys are all around, he hands out keys to each of you. And then points out a door, which is marked employees only. He says, that's the door you go through. Just up the stairs. There are 2 apartments. Divide them up how you like.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
He kind of counts all you guys and says, there's only 4 beds. If you're going to need a 5th one, then let me know and I can, make the arrangements.
I imagine we probably will. Unless someone would like to share.
Oh, yes. No.
John and Jane might have no problem.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Very well, I guess we do not need a 5th bed.
John's gonna put his hand.
So are you cool with sharing a bed with Jane? Or Natasha, rather?
Well, it would be
My pleasure.
It will be prudent if Jane also agreed to this.
Probably a good idea.
See, in the Soviet
He's a real
Union, they
gentleman, isn't he?
respect women.
No, he's just scared of me.
See, she has
I like to take him out. So.
I didn't realize Artyom was such a gentleman.
Yes, but that's how we'll play it.
You didn't understand. He had a gun pointed at me.
I will nod in his direction.
Very well.
Yes.
4 bets are fine.
All right.
Spasibo.
Well, he says there's no problem then.
Thank you. That's me done now.
Feel free to take any movies you want, but come by the counter so I can know to check them out of the system.
Very well. Seema, I believe you were looking at something.
Oh, what was that?
Seema, I believe you were looking at something.
Oh.
Yes, well, I have several choice selections from your catalog.
We got a big collection of...
I can't formulate that sentence. I struggle with that.
It says we got a big collection of foreign films. He does air quotes. We also got, some science fiction. We got some Japanese animation. Whatever you want.
Oi!
Japanese animation, you say?
Oh! Wakarimashita.
I remind you guys, though, it is the 80s.
So it's actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's you see it, look around, and you find there's a poster on the wall for The Professional, Golgo 13.
Hold on, let me check something out first.
Are you looking up the fucking date for like LA Blue Girl?
Oh, it's the 80s, goddammit.
It's
looking
only
up
good
Ninja
anime.
I was looking up Ninja Scroll.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Just
They
from
probably
the
have,
start
like,
right?
Devilman or something.
Mm.
Devilman with the English dub.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. By the way, I hope you like English dubs because they're all
yes.
English dubs.
Dude, have you seen the fucking original Devilman dub?
It's a thing of beauty.
No.
Oh, it's fantastic. I'm showing you that after the session. It is so good. The guy goes like, "I'm Devilman," when he turns into a devil. It's so good.
Huh.
Regardless, I have no wishes. You can pick whatever you want.
All right. So if you guys head upstairs, then I can give you the rundown.
All right.
So there's
Very
basically
good.
you go through the locked door up into a hallway, and there's a hallway with 2 apartments at either end. They're both pretty much the same. There's a living room, a kitchenette, a bathroom, and then a bedroom. So the bedroom only has 1 bed in it each, but the sofas are pull-out mattresses, so one of you gets those. And then there's also all the
Michael lives on
equipment
a bed
you
as well.
need to sunproof the windows.
Oh yes. I can sunroof the windows. Or are they
Should we,
already
like,
sunproof?
I will
in character, should we like
motion
flip a
to,
coin to divide the beds, sofas?
Yeah.
I will, well, 1, I will immediately take a bedroom. 2, I will motion to Tioma to search for bugs.
That's a good idea.
What was that?
Search for bugs.
Oh yes, indeed.
Give me a perception plus investigation. Perception plus investigation.
I can make the roll if.
My bad.
Mine is
I was
almost-
looking for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no,
think
it's not. I've only got 4.
With a specialty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 8.
I think that's better.
All right, that'll be a 8 and 2 specialties and an acute sense and
Alright, relax, yeah.
I know
Jesus
Tioma
Christ.
so well.
You don't find any bugs. And you look everywhere, because the less you find, the more suspicious it makes you.
Alright.
Which only means one thing. You have severely underestimated corduroy.
Apparently. What are the exits out of this building?
There is one of the apartments has a fire escape next to the window in the bedroom.
Okay, that's the one we take.
All right. Okay. And also in the in each of the kitchenettes, there's a refrigerator, and you find that there are 5 blood bags inside of each of them.
Oh, wonderful. I will take.
I will also take. I will take. How much is a blood bag worth? 1 or?
Blood bag is worth
1.
1 blood point whenever you use it. You do not have to use it right away in case you think it might be a good idea to save it.
Yeah, I'll keep. Well, I'll take 1 and keep it on me. Okay, so I'm just.
If you keep it on your actual person, it's gonna go bad. Like you have to keep it refrigerated.
Oh yeah, I'll leave it in the fridge then.
The Miami summer will not be kind to this bag of blood.
Listen, the coagulation only makes it sweeter.
Yeah.
All right, are we all right with this room? Are we all is all well?
It would seem so.
So
It's prison.
I know that Tioma and Natasha have taken one of the bedrooms. What are everyone else's sleeping arrangements going to be?
I'll take a bed if no one else wants.
Rock, paper, scissors, motherfuckers.
I mean, are the remaining bedrooms of different quality?
Well, 2 people are going to be stuck in pull-out couches rather than actual beds. One person is going to get an actual bed, and then one person is going to have a pull-out couch right outside the room where the 2 KGB agents are, going to be banging so loudly every night.
All right. This has got to be rock, paper, scissors. This is real communism right here.
So there's definitely a gradation in terms of quality.
All right.
So how do we do this? I don't think rock paper scissors is going to work here.
No, I
Real
think
communism
we can
is
just
when you end
get,
up better than everyone else by pure chance.
Yep, I think what we need to do is we need to let Carson start. Well, no,
I will point out, in case someone is interested in pulling rank, technically your clan, Zima, of Bruja, in the Anarchs, is sort of the highest tier. In Russia, you are part of the highest social strata.
Yeah, but that doesn't feel communist, does it?
This isn't Russia anymore.
Well, I suppose it does, but yeah, the ranks are gone now. We're far from home. So, I think you roll a 3-sided dice.
Paper.
We can't do rock paper scissors shoot. We all say 1, 2, or 3, and you roll a 3-sided dice. And
Do we have a 3-sided die?
Well, you can make you get a random number generator.
Yeah, but in character, do we have that?
No, well, in character we play rock paper scissors because it's functionally similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously, you
rolling.
can't play rock paper scissors over fucking voice. That doesn't work.
I'm
It
going
actually
to.
does.
I pick rock.
All right.
If you
so
guys
rock, paper-
want to actually do matches of rock, paper, scissors, then I can do a roll to simulate that.
Yep.
Please do.
Yep. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Go ahead.
It's going to be.
Or we can play online rock, paper, scissors.
It's not going to be pure random chance because rock, paper, scissors is not a game of random chance. Everyone knows that. It's going to be perception plus empathy to read your
Okay.
opponent.
Oh.
Perception plus empathy.
Suddenly feeling real good about
You
this.
son of a bitch! Yuri, I took you in. I raised you.
That is.
I'm part of the highest social strata!
That is 8 with a specialty in people, my dude.
Just watching this
Jesus.
with humor at this point.
You guys have no problem with your social strata. We're the KGB.
We're taking this
Perception.
route.
Yeah. None of us want to fuck with them. So perception plus empathy, yeah?
Yeah.
You guys took the other room, but as the KGB, you are enforcing them not being able to use their social stratas because in communism,
four.
you don't.
This is why you
They
leader of the crew.
need to. The Soviet is more important than them.
Right.
Well, it's more that that they are willing to share a bed. So
We let
it
them have
makes
it.
sense. Yeah,
Alright.
we let them have it.
So we're
Because
starting with Zima and Yuri. So what was yours, Miles?
Oh no.
8 specialty.
All right.
I'm the
4.
rock paper scissors king, baby.
4.
All right. All right. Yeah.
Oh,
Miles
damn
wins.
it. Yeah, I thought so.
Hey.
All right. Now what? Who's going next? I cry. I go into the corner, cry, and curse a few times.
Well, I don't know if Alexei ever bought into this rock paper scissors, so you'll have to decide.
Did you?
Oh, now I don't want to.
That's
I'm
really
just saying,
normal.
he could already be laying on the other bed as you guys are out there trying to decide.
Then Seaman, I would pull him off.
I'm gonna go into one of the nice bedrooms and take him.
All
Then Seaman, I
right.
will pull you off.
You pull me off?
If you go into the bed by yourself, we do.
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
fair. Alright, sure, rock, paper, scissors.
Challenge us.
You don't fuck with the KGB.
So I'll get into the stands
All
and
right.
face him.
So I can check your private messages.
So if
Are you prepared?
so if you guys are rock paper scissorsing,
Private messages during rock, paper, scissors.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, by the way, Zach, I have acute sense sight in that, if that matters.
Give me a second.
See, now I'm getting really worried about this.
All right. So Miles, perception plus empathy.
8 specialty and acute sight.
All right.
Fucking acute sight.
Yeah.
You joking?
Ironically, he made a character that was very good at Auspex, despite how much he hates the discipline.
I'm planning on getting Auspex eventually, don't worry. I refuse to start with it, though.
Zach, check your private messages.
Are you fucking cheating in rock, paper, scissors, you shit?
Yes.
I just read the private message.
You can, doesn't matter. All right, never
I'm
mind.
the KGB. I know all.
All right. Sure. Miles, what is your courage?
My courage? 5, motherfucker. I'm not afraid of this shit.
What's your charisma plus intimidation, David?
It is.
Are you serious, you little shit?
It's 4.
Okay. No, you resist his attempt to dread gaze you as you're about to rock, paper, scissors.
Really, you fucking...
He's just trying to stare you down.
Okay. Shaking her head. She's just over there shaking her head.
All
And
right.
scissors, I win.
So, what is your roll, David?
4.
All right. Yeah, he wins.
Pleasure doing business with you.
And then steps into the bedroom.
All right.
Yeah.
So now the question is, who's going to be listening to the KGB agents bang every night?
Not fucking me. All right.
Well, we'll find out.
I suppose. All right. So, get ready. This is it. It all comes down to this: the most important role of the campaign.
All right. So, give me your rolls, guys.
What's your courage?
I don't know. I don't know. What's your resistance to getting your hand crushed flat?
You won't be able to do that.
He might.
I
Well, your
might.
drug gaze, you won't be able to do that.
I might.
What's your courage?
All right. Where's my courage? My courage. My courage. Where would that be?
It's in your virtues.
Oh yeah, there it is. 4.
All right.
This is fucking intense.
Yeah, he throws off your attempts to dread gaze him.
All right. In
I
response,
pick a rock and you punch
As
him
a-
in the
as-
face.
no, as a matter of fear, I grab his hand and crush it.
Really?
Listen,
I don't think you can do that in fear.
I can do whatever the fuck. I'm a scared bruja. You can't stop.
You didn't get scared. You resisted it.
You grab a hold of him and then hold him and say, "I think you have forfeited, my friend."
Shit.
As
No,
you're
I can't do
picking
that.
him
That's not how it
up, and the pressure on him is increasing.
That's not how rock, paper, scissors works.
That's not how rock, paper, scissors works.
Yeah. It's not.
No, it's not.
Fair
You're
and square.
right.
Come
But
on, you gotta play.
I'm afraid. Oh, we can play if you would like.
We're playing, let's go.
Are you ready to play fair?
Are you?
I think I am. I let him go. Alright, on 3. 1. So hang on, what you roll? I think 4 for me, and what was your roll?
for both of you.
Scissors.
And David gets to be with the KGB agents.
Hey!
Yes.
I did it!
Alright. So you guys, as you're searching basically for any bugs, you hear like shouting and yelling from the apartment, and then eventually meekly, Alexei just walks in and pulls out the sofa.
Yeah, joke's on you. You're gonna have to hear me master everybody. Joke's on you.
That's fine.
It's not like we haven't heard people masturbate before. We've surveilled.
Yeah.
It's true.
Exactly. I've listened in on many people.
You know.
Excuse me?
We're in the
I have
KGB.
bugged many apartments.
You know.
The state demands everything. Alright.
Indeed.
So, you guys pretty much have the rest of the evening to yourselves now that you're settled in. If there's anything else you want to do, or if you just want to chill out and watch movies.
I think it's time to go to bed.
Is it?
I think
The
I'll
Black
head out.
Cat says so.
I think I'll head out and try and find something to drink.
Alright. So,
Is any-
Do you need help with that?
Oh, actually, I need blood as well.
Shouldn't do.
so Zima's going
I
after
need blood,
Thebes.
so
Is anyone going with him?
I'll go with him.
I'll join then.
Yeah, I can go too.
Alright, so everyone is
I'll go
going
also.
except for Chioma?
I'll go also.
Alright, everyone is going, alright.
And then while we're
Party
out,
time.
we need to figure out. We need to be able to booby trap the door into the bedroom and the fire escape window,
Hmm.
in case there are any intruders.
So what sort of supplies do you guys...
That's what. Do you have crafts, Stalworth? Can he do? What's a booby trap kind of?
I do not. I have security.
Well,
I have craft.
there is a third person, I about to say, there is a third person who will be sharing your apartment with you.
All right, well, we can bring him in on that. So, yeah, So I will mention something about we should booby trap the entrances and exits to this room. So we
Leave
can
it to
also get
me.
that whilst, and since you're a thief, you could probably just...
You know all the
Steal
ways
that.
people break in, yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly how they will try.
Yeah.
Uh,
And any
Fair.
supplies we need, he could just pick up.
Yeah. He doesn't
Friend,
need
I
any
thought-
money.
So,
Friend, I thought you were not a thief.
I'm not a
yes,
thief,
I
I'm
will
an
take Alexi
anti-thief.
aside.
That's why I'm gonna stop them.
So, Alexi, I
Ah.
take you aside and mention
Yeah.
this to you. It
Alright.
would
Alright.
behoove us to be safe.
Well, as the party thief,
I will say it very diplomatically.
As the party, please, thief is a derogatory term. Rogue is the term we use.
rogue. Is D&D invented yet?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
actually.
Did
Absolutely.
it come out in Russia?
No.
No. Well, maybe.
Don't be
Well,
still.
as an internet nerd,
I was
I'm
gonna say,
aware of
in
these
his
things
heart,
anyway.
travel the world.
Did you have internet access back in Russia?
Oh yeah.
By the way, it's not an
Illicitly.
internet nerd. It's a bulletin board system nerd.
I don't think there's no
Very
internet
true.
nowadays.
It is a network you dial into nerd. Through a
Whatever,
phone
there were
number.
forums back then.
Ethernet.
This is true. There were farmers back then.
There were bulletin board systems, yeah.
That's all you need to play D&D online.
All right. Okay, so you guys go off. So you guys are going to be. Well, first off, you don't have a car. So are you guys? What sort of public transportation are you guys going to be using? Or are you going to try and ask around for a car, steal one? What's your plan to get around?
It's a
You have
shit
money?
district of Miami. It's a shit district of Miami, so I'm gonna walk around until I find a lady of the night.
All right, that's all right. Seamless plan is the easiest. How about everyone else?
Is there a bar nearby?
Something like that, yeah. Maybe a nightclub.
There are down on the beach. There are like some nightclubs, and there are some scummier bars by where you are too. You guys are not actually that far walking distance wise from the beach.
So maybe, yeah, I'll head down towards the
Since
beach.
you're really under time constraints, you could walk a lot of places in the city.
So yeah, I'll walk to a night.
I walk into the ocean and back to
Highest
Cuba.
scale, but not scummiest, something mid-level, and then I will seduce somebody.
All right. Everyone else?
I'll
Do we
find a
have-
nightclub
Do we
somewhere.
have any dollars?
We have no money.
One person. Well, you saw that
Oh.
the Bruja has a ton of gold.
Yes, the Bruja does have gold. It
The
might
Bruja
look
has a ton
odd.
of gold.
It's gonna be hard to pay
handing
for
a
things.
doubloon to the bus driver.
It's a coin.
He's like,
Actually, that's a very good point. How the fuck am I gonna convert this to real money?
you know what? With your hand, you can literally be like the mummy, where he hands out the gold to that guy. He's like, I can make it worth your while.
Alright, yeah, I'll look around until I find a
Yeah.
woman working a corner.
So you're going to a nightclub. Yuri, Tiomo, what are you doing?
Yeah, I suppose I can head to a nightclub also.
Are you going to stick with Mrs. Smith?
Is Mrs. Smith going after a male?
Well, you guys can discuss that, I suppose.
I can help you out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then, Alexei, what's your plan?
Can I do the thing Boxy's doing?
All right, look for a prostitute.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you can just say it. I know you're maybe a little ashamed, but
Can I search for an acquaintance
I'm gonna walk
of the night?
streets. All right. So first off, the prostitute lookers can give me perception plus streetwise.
Alrighty. 2 plus street wise 2. I'm dead.
All right.
How
4.
hard could it possibly be?
I have streetwise
I don't.
loser.
And Alexei?
4.
So Zima has to go with Alexei to find a prostitute because he's unable to do so on his own. These American
I've got 4.
prostitutes, I don't know what they look like.
Yeah. So you've been.
Mine's higher than Boxy's.
Hey, So Boxy has been walking the streets for some time. Alexei, you very quickly find a prostitute. You can just sniff them out. And she approaches you as you get close and asks if you're looking for a date.
Yes, I am.
Oh my god.
Okay, well.
Very enthusiastic.
Do you have some cash?
Dread case.
I mean, Dreadgaze is the funniest. I'm just, are you certain that's the presence power you want to use? I mean, it could work.
No, is there a
Little Zark, isn't it?
can I exude an aura of money?
I mean, you could try and, you have presence 3, right?
Yeah.
You could try and entrance
Maybe you know
her.
I'm good for it.
Alright, I'll try that.
Alright. I don't remember the entrancement roll, so I'll have to look it up. Dreadgaze. It's his one offensive move, okay?
Eventually.
Out on stealing.
Yeah, but that's not like an offensive move. That's not like a combat.
Stealing's very offensive.
Yeah, it's true. Especially the person you stole from. Alright, it is appearance plus empathy.
Appearance plus empathy, you say?
Yes.
Let me move my stats around a bit. It's 2 with a willpower point.
Okay.
Oh god.
So you just kind of catch her gaze, and she just sort of falls into your orbit, and just starts kind of like meekly following you around.
That was a damn good willpower point.
Yeah.
Alright, so now what do you do in this situation?
I think you have sex with the prostitute.
I'll just take her all the way back to the apartment.
You feed.
It's easier for his self-esteem. Yes.
Do I have to take her all the way back to the room?
I mean, you could just pull her into an alley.
She's a prostitute.
Alright, let's just pull her into an alley.
Alexa, what's the etiquette? What's the etiquette in America?
What do you do in America when you have prostitute? Alright. So, yeah, you're able to pull some blood off of her. As much as you want to take.
Well, Alexei is good guy.
So, not gonna jump straight into murder.
So,
But
you
good
only
guys
take
need to make
2
hard
points.
decisions.
I'll take 2 points.
Alright. So, yeah. You just sort of feed from her and then leave her in the alley.
I'd bite her neck, and then when I'm done, like, long live Stalin, and then walk away.
Actually, you
Fuck
probably
me.
would have come from a period where Stalin was not liked in the Soviet Union because there was the process of
Yeah.
de-Stalinization.
Absolutely.
Alright.
I am aware of this. What is point?
Throwing them off the scent for your true feelings.
Throwing them off the scent.
Alright. So now let's go to the nightclub set. Mr. and Mrs. Smith went to kind of like a mid-scale bar.
Did Zima ever get any blood?
No, he walked the streets. He didn't find anything.
Alright.
So let's start with Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Alright.
So, you guys are going to try and seduce someone.
Yes.
You're going to draw his attention, and then both of you are going to feed.
Yes.
All right. Give me an
If I could
appearance.
get a couple of that would be nice.
All right. Give me an appearance plus subterfuge.
That's 4.
All right.
Mine is 6.
All right.
Alright, he's actually better.
So you're both at work.
Yes. Being absolutely graceful.
All right. So you guys are each able to pull men and women respectively, and you're both able to feed from them quite easily. So there's enough that each of you are able to get 3 blood points if you're just taking like the 2 safely
Yes.
from each of them.
We each get 3.
Sounds good to me.
We just have a crowd of people wanting to
Yeah. As befits your social station,
Oh, of course.
as the KGB agents.
We are the beautiful people.
Meanwhile, the intelligentsia is just wandering the streets.
Sad and
Hello? Hello?
I just wanted to reform the system for the better. All right. And Yuri.
Right then. At the nightclub, do I see anyone who looks like they might be interested in some cocaine?
Well, give me a perception plus streetwise.
That would be a 5, specialty in people.
All right.
I also have acute sense.
Yes, you find several people that are interested. Surprisingly, in Miami, you find several people interested in buying cocaine at this nightclub.
Well, let's deal with them one by one. So, I'll take one guy or a girl, whatever, and somewhere a little more private. Then,
Alright.
So you are interested, are you?
Oh yes.
Excellent. Let us do business then. Now, I'll take out the stuff and I'll start, I'll name the price.
Okay. So give me a manipulation plus finance.
That is 5, specialty in deceit, and I will name a slightly higher price than he gave me.
Yeah, so you start taking advantage of these people. Depending on how long you want to stay and do business, you could theoretically make quite a profit if you stayed there just selling for a while.
I also want to get like 2 blood points at least from at least
You
one of
want to
them
fee from
while
them at the same
they're.
time?
That could help, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to stay there for basically the evening, you can get enough money you can get a significant amount of money and also have enough blood to bring yourself up to full if you like.
I shall do that then.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so not too long. Once word gets out that you have drugs, people basically start flocking to you.
All right then. I'll start selling, and once I'm done, I will make my escape.
All right. So, give me now as you're trying to leave, I assume you're doing it surreptitiously.
Not familiar with that word, sorry.
On the down low, stealthily.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
All right, give me a dexterity plus stealth then.
That is 4.
And you have points in obfuscate, right?
2 points in obfuscate.
Would you like to use them?
How would I use that means I can move, right? Obfuscate 2.
Yeah, obfuscate 2 lets you move.
If I can get into a position where I can escape sight, yeah, I will.
All right.
Miles, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't know what surreptitiously meant.
Nice.
It's not a
David,
normal
you're
word
supposed to be
at
the
all.
high vocabulary guy.
Ah,
All right.
If we count different languages, I think he is.
that's a good point. I know how to say normal people words in a bunch of languages.
Yeah, but guess what?
Likewise.
English is the best language.
That's true. I'm not going to argue.
We have to have a stacked
Except
group
the
here,
same-
actually.
The same here.
I know better than any of you that English is, and Miles knows as well.
All right. So yeah, you get away clean.
Excellent. Did I sell all of my drugs?
Pretty much, yeah. If you want to stay there till you finish, you would sell out. Yes.
Sure.
All right. So you have, well, you're gonna have to turn some of it over to the or the Anarchs. You're not sure exactly how much you're gonna be allowed to keep, but you have a fat stack right now.
Nice. I will hurry home then.
Obfuscated to make sure no one ganks you and steals it.
Oh yeah, we're hurrying home.
All right, and then
I'm on the lookout on the way home too.
So after feeding, the 3 of you were gonna go shopping, right?
Yes.
All right. So what exactly do you guys want to pick up to protect your apartment?
I'm going to leave that to Tiona and Alexi, since one has security and one has the ability to make the traps. So what I'm thinking is we need to have some sort of alarm system for any intruders, something that might delay their entry, that sort of thing.
All right.
We don't want to be, we've already been
Very-
staked in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
So you get a shit ton of duct tape, is what you're saying.
Very quickly, is this going to involve Zima in any way, or is he still wandering the streets of LA, lost and alone?
You're gonna be wandering for a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I kind of take 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And just...
Go for it.
All right. Cool. Thank you very much. Be back soon.
All right.
So, is there a role for knowing how to create booby traps and
That's gonna be
what
a
you
crafts
need?
roll. If you guys have any ideas of your own, I'm willing to hear them out. Otherwise, I can just do a roll and suggest some things for you.
I don't know, David Stallworth, do you have any ideas? I don't have any.
Oh, what is this?
So,
Like booby traps and alarms.
booby traps and alarms for our apartment, since we have already been staked in a warehouse and taken.
Well, we can do the how would you describe it? The very DIY stuff that we did for the Quaijin.
Like bottles and newspaper, basically.
Yeah, so like was a crumpled newspaper near any entrance, on like broken glass and shit near windows on like windowsills.
Yeah. You could get a board, put like some nails through it, and then put it on the windowsills in case anyone tries to like come through.
Sounds good.
Load up bottles by any doors so that anyone opens it up, they knock it over.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys do not have any money. None of these things are that expensive, but how you plan to accrue your empty bottles
Well,
and
empty
nails?
bottles, we should be able to
Well,
get
we
out
could
of
probably
dumpster
find it as
somewhere.
litter.
Yeah, it's true. So if
I
you
was
guys
gonna
want to go
say.
dumpster diving, you
Yeah,
can do
I
that.
was going to say, I will have Tioma and Alexi go dumpster diving.
Probably just walk the streets and find it on the ground without even opening a dumpster.
Yeah, if you want to look.
Or, yeah, I was going to say, we'll go through alleyways, but
Yeah, we'll
Taki
go.
will stand back and direct.
We'll go litter purveying.
Yeah, so you get. All right, you got some bottles. Is there anything else you want to get?
Is there any scrap
Oh,
wood?
and paper too.
I was going to say, scrap wood.
Give me a perception plus alertness, whoever wants to go looking for it. Probably Tioma.
Probably the people with 8.
Yes, my perception plus alertness is 8 and 2 specialties.
That's my man.
Yeah, you're able to pretty much find anything you need. You get like the scrap wood, you find some nails and stuff. And you got, it seems like pretty much everything you need.
Okay.
It doesn't smell great. I'll break that to you, but
Well, we don't need to breathe.
you don't need to breathe, that's true. So when you get back to the apartment then, give me a dexterity plus crafts roll.
Huh. Huh. That's 4.
Alright.
I was going to say, my dexterity is 5.
But you don't but you don't have
Yeah, but you
crafts,
don't
so
have
it raises the
craft.
difficulty if you don't have the skill associated.
It would be a harder roll.
Alexi tells her very, condescendingly.
Alexi explains to the woman.
Alright. So you set up your newspapers, you set up I'm sure that Yuri and Zima are gonna be worried that you have now bought into the KGB's paranoia because you're sending all this stuff out. But yeah.
Well, it pays to be paranoid.
Yeah, exactly. You're a thief, and so once you are the person who cheats and steals, all you can assume is that other people are going to try and do it to you.
He went through
It's
the
the logical
exact same
thing to do.
experience in the warehouse that the rest of us went through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So that's pretty much it for this evening. So you guys end up going to sleep. So everyone takes off a blood point.
Oh no, I'm almost dry.
We'll have to go out drinking again.
Guess so. Apparently I'm quite good at it.
So
Yeah.
All right.
I am, how you say, smooth operator.
All right. So the next evening, you guys wake up, and you're free to kind of do what you stretch, go outside, find the person sleeping on your couch, and yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
Should
Well-
we attempt to get in touch with the people back in Cuba?
I should attempt to get this money to the proper guys.
All right.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why do you want to contact them?
See,
Why would you want-
I'm not telling you guys about this money.
Well, what
No,
is-
I mean Mary.
Yeah, she's
Why would you want
referring
to
to the
get in
people in
contact
Cuba.
with Cuba?
No,
Well,
I see. Sorry.
That's what I'm wondering. Should we?
No.
All right, guys. KGB and KGB adjutant meeting.
All in favor of not going back to the KGB. Say aye.
Alexei raises a hand.
Well, I just don't know. I'm not at all sure about these American, vampires.
I thought you were going to say.
I'm not all sure about quote-unquote our vampires.
Ah, that's interesting. So you're a traitor.
Yeah, I'm like, so you distrust the Soviet?
I'm a man who takes advantage
You
of
would
situations.
side with these capitalist pigs instead.
I side with myself.
You so easily abandon your mother country.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I think that needs to be a discussion. Is there a reason that we would need to get
No.
back in contact with the
Absolutely not.
Soviet? I'll speak directly to Tioma, ignoring Alexei at this point.
Well, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. I really don't know. Like, we were supposed to go on a mission to prove our loyalty, correct? That was our
Yeah.
ostensive thing. Do they think we're dead? If they think we're dead, we wouldn't need to get in contact with them. If they know we're still alive, now the people that they had contact with, the drug dealers, know we're alive. Are they going to tell the Soviet that we're alive?
It does seem like the American anarchs have contacts with the Soviet.
Yes. So, that needs to be part of our plan too, because if we're not getting in contact with them, are they going to think that we're defectors, and is that going to cause us a problem? Throw these ideas out.
Well, it seems the best thing to do is to prove our worth.
And since we have no contacts or whatever in America, like, what are we going to do here? I don't know that I want to give up my KGB status. I mean, at least with the Soviet, I have some sort of standing.
Yeah.
But in America, you have freedom.
I don't know what that means, Alexei.
It means being able to do what you want.
Okay, I'm KGB. I have that.
In the capitalist country, freedom is illusion.
It is.
Real freedom is in Mother Russia.
Exactly. So, I don't know.
The other question is, how are you going to contact the Cubans if you wanted to?
Well, I would assume through the anarchs, since they obviously have the contact. So I'm surprised that they didn't, tell us to go back. Why didn't they ship us back? See, this is the other question I have. Why didn't they just immediately ship us back to Cuba so we're out of their hair?
It's true.
If they thought we were going to cause trouble here, you know.
So it seems like the question is, are you guys going to pursue further contacts with the Anarchs rather than...
And should we go, if we decide to stay, we should probably present ourselves to the Camarilla so as not to make waves. But I think we need to decide whether or not we're staying.
I think this is a good a place as any to stay.
Says the paranoid person who is afraid of new things.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Now, the other side of this is that possibly we did not know, I mean, obviously there's elder vampires that are causing a problem within Russia. Are we safe here in America?
That's the other question.
That's that. So what are we afraid of? Are we more afraid of the Soviet coming after us as being defectors, or the possibility of corruption within the Soviet for the elder vampires? I think that's what the question boils down to. Tioma, for you and I. The rest of them can all pursue freedom or whatever the hell they're after.
I'm pursuing fucking money.
All right.
But I think for Natasha, that's going to be the question. So I will discuss it with Tioma.
Well, and here's the other thing you need to consider is, it seems like if they were going to ship you back to Cuba, they would have done it immediately.
Right, but why
So,
don't they? That's what I would
Well, it could be, I mean, it's not exactly easy to ship someone back to Cuba, so maybe that's not an option for some reason currently.
Oh,
Well, that would be information
Hello.
that wants to know as well.
So you can pursue your contacts with the Anarchs if you want to. Also, you're planning on presenting yourself to the Camarilla, so you could try and pursue contacts with them.
I would like to get to know all factions in the city,
Yeah.
just so I have as much information as possible about these people.
At some point, someone has like an arm problem, so they may want to seek out a Zamitsi at some point to take care of that.
All right, I may take Tioma aside to have a conversation with him privately.
Some pillow talk.
Yeah, yeah, that may be what we have, so that we can leverage our assets to the best of our ability here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, you guys have this evening to do pretty much what you want with. If you guys want to talk to the Camarilla, obviously, court is going to be held the next night.
I was going to say, yeah, because this is Friday, right? We're Friday evening.
Right, but if you guys want to divide your forces and start meeting up with the other factions, you can do that.
I don't know if we're ready to go to the Sabats yet, but I might like to go to the Anarchs and just question this guy a little more thoroughly about what he knows about Cuba. And
Can I take Uri aside and ask him what his plans are? Because I have... did I gain no blood that night?
You did not know.
So I've lost blood.
You
Losing.
lost 1 blood point after wandering around an entire night.
Okay.
You seem troubled, Seema. Is something
You
the
are,
matter?
how do you say, scrub?
Oh, no. My English is not very good. I meant to say you terrible at picking up women.
Yes.
We all found several women. Even Natasha, who is woman herself, had many beautiful women.
It's really quite embarrassing.
It's true, Yuri. I'm a failure. No, I was wondering, would you want some extra security? on your drug runs?
That would certainly be appreciated, my friend.
He wants to leech off your success.
Very good, Yuri. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do.
I know. Of course, I haven't told you about my current drug run, so
Okay.
so you're not getting anything for this one. Our business arrangement starts now.
Yeah, no, I basically coming on because I heard you got a lot of poon and a lot of blood on the first night.
No, I haven't told anyone that yet. Nobody knows that. They just know I went to get some blood.
Oh, well, considering you're full to burst, you
can't tell that.
Veins are popping, skin is bright red.
Like bleeding heavily out of my nostril, constantly throwing up blood.
Yeah.
You can hear like jiggling when you take a step.
Wondering why there are red footprints everywhere. No, I
Anyway,
accept your proposal.
Alright, well, I'll join you on the drug run tonight. I've got fuck all else to do, and I'm not gonna have any more success finding peeps on in LA.
Alright. So,
You're
you
not
guys...
starving, are you?
Not starving, but certainly in need of a drink sometime soon.
Okay, we can fix that tonight.
Very good.
Yuri
Thank you.
offers a wrist. My friend. Let us become closer. Alright.
I would like to go and report back to the
Report
Anarchs.
back to them, alright. Alright, so you guys take off for that. Do Alexei or Tioma want to do anything?
I can always do it more blood.
Yeah, same here.
Alright.
Let's try our old trick again.
Old trick.
I seduce women.
And we'll both laugh at him. What are you saying?
So are you three gonna go out and feed together?
I guess.
Well,
I'm not just a thief of money.
Probably better keep
I also steal hearts, Mary.
Keep your enemies.
Yeah.
Keep your friends close.
Keep your friends close and then keep your
enemies
closer.
Closer. So we're a threesome,
Mary.
Alexei.
Did you not hear my awesome line?
No.
I did not. Zach was talking.
Fuck's sake, Zach. I'm a thief who steals hearts.
Ah, okay.
Woo.
Drinkies.
Oh, you're fancy stealing hearts.
Play the air horns.
Alright.
The sad violin air horns.
So let's get another appearance plus subterfuge from everyone.
That'll be 6 for me, and a specialty in seduction.
Alright.
Wow. No wonder Natasha's in love with you.
Hey, I try.
And
It's the way you check for bugs.
and Alexei.
What was it again?
Appearance plus subterfuge.
1. Or 2. 2 is not as bad as 1. 2 is twice as good, actually.
Alright. Actually, you guys find quite a bit of, between the three of you, you guys are just pulling people off for like these threesomes.
So much pussy.
Graceful and, we're all just...
And I don't know about them, but I'm using presents, obviously.
Alright, yes, obviously.
Yeah, I throw in a little present as well.
So, you guys have enough that everyone can get 2 blood points.
Fantastico.
Does that include your old pal Zima?
No,
No,
absolutely
absolutely
not.
not.
Are you with us?
No, he's part of the second group.
Ah,
We're not in
shit.
communist Russia anymore, bitch. Get your own.
Oh, Zima's gonna get.
I'm over here
Oh
with
god,
the KGB
my character's all Gil. Oh Jesus Christ.
Alright. So now we will handle Yuri and Zima and see if they survive. So,
Survive.
you guys...
I noticed that too.
So you guys are headed with the fat stack of cash to go drop it off with the Anarchs, correct?
Now, nobody knows I have this fat stack
No.
of cash outside of me, to my knowledge.
To your knowledge, yes, that is absolutely correct. You believe that you left the club stealthily.
I checked to make sure. I was on the lookout my way
You
home.
are under the belief.
You believe that no one followed you.
Okay, good. Good.
All
I've
right.
done everything I could.
So there's no problem. And you have your protection with you.
Right.
Unfortunately,
No problem.
he's low on blood at the moment, so not as useful as he could be.
It's
No problem.
I'm not that low. I'm not useless low.
All right.
But I'm pretty flimsy.
All right. So you guys are heading off to meet up with the Anarchs. Just sort of, I assume, walking. You want to take public transportation?
We could get like a bus or something, can we?
You grab a bus. Yeah, you can do that.
Sure.
All right.
Why did you
Grab a
laugh?
Fat
What-
wad,
what's so-
peels off
what's
a
so
single.
What's so
Well,
funny
I
about a
have-
bus?
I have like, let's say I have the fat stack somewhere and I have like a tiny bit of it somewhere that I can take out from.
You do have, yeah. Unfortunately, because of what you were doing, you basically have to make him break like a 20. So it is a little bit suspicious, but you don't show him like the huge stack of cash you have.
I assume a little bit suspicious is part of the course here.
But once you have it broken, you've got small change.
Okay.
All right. So what part of the bus do you sit in? At the front or at the back?
Very back.
All right. That's where the
No
cool
one
people
behind-
sit.
That is where the
No one,
cool
no,
people
because
sit.
no one behind us.
Is there a
All right.
is there a back row of 5
I
seats?
love
like on
that
the-
everybody has become paranoid.
I have reason to be paranoid right now.
I also do. I've got fat stacks on me as well.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
using-
true.
I'm using
You
that.
guys are carrying so much money.
Oh my God.
They're in trouble.
Why would you let us do this?
Why would I let you do this? You know exactly why I let you do this.
No, I'm saying why would the other players let us do this?
They don't know that
I
you have
know.
I was
money.
gonna say, you didn't tell,
Close
but we
me,
know
I'll stop
what
you.
his name is
Yeah,
gold doubloons,
that's true.
but whatever.
I know, I'm well aware it's entirely my fault, but I still want to blame you
So
somehow.
as you guys are
No.
taking this bus around the city, eventually you see basically there's no one on the bus except for like some homeless people that are like ranting to themselves. But then you see a pair of very like trendily dressed men step onto the bus. They look exactly like drug dealers.
I think it's time we get off the bus.
They turn around, look at the people, and they start walking back directly towards the back of the bus.
Where the cool people sit.
Where the cool people sit.
Yeah.
Nice. For the record, I am all the way in the corner.
the
See what's
big
beside
boys
me.
are here to bully
Yeah,
us.
I'm in like the center aisle, basically being a body blocker, I suppose.
All right. So they approach you, and then when they're at the very back, basically blocking the way so you can't get out.
Straddling the aisle.
They
Arms crossed.
They look at you, Yuri, and say, I see you brought some protection this time.
I'm afraid I'm a bit confused as to what you mean, sir.
One of them nods towards Zima.
Hello.
He is a friend of mine. Who are you?
Well, they each take a seat on like the opposite ends of the aisle, so they're sitting down, but they're still basically together, looking into the aisle and blocking the way.
Yeah.
We're with the Sword of Cain.
I see.
Maybe you've heard
We
of
are
it.
in Russia.
I am familiar.
You're new to the city, I assume.
That's correct. I was going to go and introduce myself tomorrow.
So you maybe don't know that it's the Snake Charmers pack that runs distribution in Miami.
Distribution?
distribution.
Yuri, I think they are talking about cocaine.
I think they're talking about the
Says
drugs you
Zima
sold.
helpfully.
Miles, check your PMs.
Oh no. Oh no! So,
Are you gonna kill me?
Kill them and take their weapons. Drink their blood.
Lexi, Tioma, and Natasha are just living it up in a nightclub.
They're getting so much pussy, they're getting
Just
blood.
like, people are loving on us. It's awesome.
Honestly, fellas,
These two are terrified in the back of a
In the back
bus.
of a bus.
tension's so thick you could cut it with a knife. What exactly do you two want?
Oh, what was that?
What exactly do you want, basically?
Well, the thing is, you've been infringing on our domain. Now, that can mean a couple of things. It can mean that you have violated our territory, or it could mean that maybe you're interested in what we have to offer.
you
What
catch
we're
on
here to
quick.
find out is exactly which one of those things it is.
Excellent then. No need for formalities. So, let us talk business.
We prefer the first option.
What exactly are you offering?
Right now? Well,
In general.
not to kill you.
That would certainly be most appreciated.
That's
I'm
a
thinking
strong opening
longer
bid.
I'm thinking longer term.
We can take you to see the bishop. If you're interested in an arrangement, he's the one who can sort it out.
A tempting offer indeed. I certainly believe I have proved my efficiency, have I not?
You have a certain business acumen, although your attempt at observing observation was somewhat amateurish.
Sorry? Observing observation.
To the person with the right set of eyes, and one of them closes his eyes and taps his eyelids.
I see. Well, I should certainly keep that in mind.
Makes a note. Sabat have aspects. Best discipline. Fear them.
Best discipline.
So, if you would like to get off the bus now with us.
Very well. Though I must say, what meager earnings I have made so far, I will have to turn them into the proper owners. Otherwise, they will be wondering what happened to their product.
Of course,
You're a
I
businessman. I'm
understand.
sure you understand. Yes, thank you.
Entirely. As the ones who control distribution, our bishop is the proper owner, and he'll be very pleased to take what's his. And then the one who's been talking snaps his fingers. The one who hasn't been talking reaches up, pulls on the cord for the ding, and then the bus slowly halts.
I kind of nudge Yuri in the shoulder. Yuri, how much did you make exactly?
Be quiet, Zima.
Very well.
All right. And then they stand up and motion for you guys to both walk between them, so that there's one of them next to each of you.
Very well.
All right. So they take you off to the side, and a little ways away, there's like a van waiting. And you notice this van is a little bit weird. Like the windows have been like blacked out, so you can't see anything that's inside of it. And
Oh
one of them
no.
goes up to the side, cranks it open, and motions for you guys to hop in.
You are certainly well prepared.
Oh, we have to be.
I see.
Fair.
Well, quite a luxury. A free ride on top of all this generosity. And I'll get inside.
All right. The one who hasn't been talking, well, actually, both of them get in the back, and then they hit the back wall like of the van, and then whoever's in the driver's seat pulls out, and you guys are off and away. Meanwhile, with the friends back at the house.
Ah, yes, all right.
Boy, those two have been gone for a long time.
They live in a completely different apartment.
You guys have a visitor of your own. After a little bit, you just get back, you're making your plans to head out again, and then there is a knock at the door, at like the employee door of the video store.
So not our apartment door. But
Not your apartment door, but the public access up to the apartments.
Huh. Is there a way to look out that door?
No, but it is in the public store.
I believe we should probably put a chain on that or something. People. Note to self.
So, is anyone going to answer it? Or are you guys too terrified?
I'm going to stand back ready.
All right. Yoma, Alexei?
Whatever.
I'll grab the gun and I'll order Alexei to open the door.
Good plan. Good plan.
Alright.
Okay, so you've got your knives,
I
you've
got
got
my
your
knives,
gun,
yep,
and
we're ready.
Alexei's got his dread gaze, and he opens the door. So, on the other side, there is a very handsome man who is well-dressed, sort of, well, not well-dressed in the sense that he's dressed like he's rich, but he's fashionably dressed. He looks, cool.
All right.
And next to him
So
is...
it's Don Johnson.
Yeah.
Come in, right. Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
And then next to him, there is a youngish-looking woman. She looks maybe like high school age. And she's pretty plain, average-looking. So, the man bows to Alexei and says, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Tito. And he points to the woman who says, my name is Mina.
It's a pleasure to meet you both. What are you doing here?
Says the man from behind Alexei with the gun.
With the gun. The small
Uh,
petite woman has, I will somewhat. Do they appear to be a threat in any way?
They're both, they don't look like a threat. I mean, they could be obviously ancient vampires.
They could be.
But they're not like bodybuilders. They're both.
Alright, so I will pocket the or sheath the knives for a bit, so I'm not openly upset.
Alright. Well, Mina says, we came to welcome you to the city. May we come in?
I suppose. And I'll slightly lower my gun.
Alright. Well, she reaches down and picks up a large package, which was at her feet. And then...
He raises the gun back up.
I was going to say, I put my hand out to stop her, and I look at Alexei to auspex that thing.
I don't have aspects.
I have auspex. And I'm going to auspex the shit out of that.
Okay. Perception plus empathy.
That'll be 8 and 2 specialties and acute senses and a sight and hearing.
Okay. So are you like trying to read her aura, or are you like touching the package to see what auras are associated with it?
Well, first I'm gonna read her aura, and then I'm gonna touch the package.
Okay. You look as hard as you can, but you can't find any signs of like duplicity in her aura.
So she's definitely lying.
Yeah. You try really hard. Then do you want to touch the package or?
Yes, I will still touch the package.
Okay.
Contracts.
Cautiously steps forward, touches it. As you're like reaching out just to like put a hand on it, she gives it to you.
She grabs you.
Freaking insane number.
And same roll again. All right. You get absolutely no reading from this package. So it could be your auspex has just failed, or there's something that's meant to resist auspex.
I see.
And we know which one is more likely.
Yes, this is
Indeed,
obviously.
and that's why I'll have Alexi open up the pack.
Yes, I believe Alexei should open up this package. I'm going to ask them how they knew we were here.
So you put down the gun and let them inside, right?
I don't know if we let them through.
Put down is a strong word.
I think the package goes to Alexei.
Did you allow them to step inside?
We don't want to cause too much, so we may allow them to step just inside the door.
Okay.
We've not invited them back to the apartment yet,
Okay.
but we're not causing a scene for anybody out in the video.
All right. Well, once she's certain that the door is closed and she's out of sight, Mina drops her obfuscate and reveals that she is a Nosferatu by way of an answer to your question. So she has like long tentacle-like arms and feet and sort of a bulbous head.
Okay.
And she seems to be coated with a layer of some sort of slimy, mucousy substance.
Okay.
Ugh.
So how did you know we were here? You're just, what, the Nosferatu?
We keep eyes on things.
I see. And who are you affiliated with?
My clan and the
I
Camarilla.
was going to say, I believe there are 3 different political maneuverings within the city. All right. So, okay. So this is a Camarilla offering.
So as Alexei has the thing, she's like, "We brought you a present."
From whom?
She looks at you and says, "From me, and Tito helped me pick it out." From
That's very
us.
nice.
She waves
I'm sorry, what's in the box?
flipper at
Lexi's trying to be nice.
her ten.
Why, thank you.
Her
Please
tentacle
don't mind
pulls
my
at them.
paranoid KGB friends.
Well, that's so great of you.
Do you open the package?
Yeah.
All right. Just out of curiosity, do you have any fortitude?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I stand back from all of them. I am in a position that I can see everybody and back.
So you open it up, and inside there is a samovar, which is a Russian. It's basically like a special Russian tea kettle thing. They use it. It's not like a tea kettle, but it is a device used to make tea.
That's very nice of them. How thoughtful.
As Russians, you would all be very familiar with the device.
What do they want?
I wouldn't have thought you could get this here.
Well, Tito has some friends in the artisanal business.
Oh, that's very cool.
So, he again gives a sweeping gesture and a bow.
Who are these guys?
Thank you.
There are a couple of vampires that showed up on our doorstep and gave us a present.
Well, if you say it out loud, then Mina kind of points to herself and says, "Well, I'm Mina." And
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that in character.
and Tito nods, and I'm Tito.
So Tito and Mina, I see. You come to, and I'm, okay. So, well, won't you join us for a bit?
Well, long as we're not interrupting.
No, we'd love to know more about you.
Not interrupting at all as Artyom puts his gun back.
I never said I was going to put the gun down.
All right.
I would not expect him to.
Well, so which apartment do you take them into?
Is the other apartment open?
Yeah.
The one that doesn't smell of sex.
All right. That's both of them.
So we haven't had sex
Gross.
yet. But yeah, let's take them into the other room and we'll have them sit on the slimy girl sit on Ziva's couch.
All right. Where he sleeps.
Yep.
All right. So she sits down and Tito sits down next to her.
And we'll stare at them.
Amina says,
Well,
this is a very nice place you have.
thank you.
We're very lucky to get somewhere right away.
So are you planning on staying here in Miami?
Perhaps.
Tricky question, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well,
Do you think it would be a problem if we were to? Would that be okay?
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, that's good.
My primogen asked me to give you something. And
My hands are on my knives.
More presents.
she puts down a slip of paper on the table. Says, this is my contact information. If you need anything from the Nosferatu, then you can use it to get in contact with us, and we'll come and help.
So how close are you, is your clan, to the Nosferatu and other nations?
You mean, like in the Soviet Union?
For example.
Well, I don't know. I know that a lot of the elders talk to their friends and things in Europe, but I think mostly it's Western Europe. I don't know anyone who knows anything about Russia. Tito seems very at ease with the situation, but Mina is starting to look around uncomfortably.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Does Artyom see her looking uncomfortable?
Yes.
Artyom guard will be raised, and I'll ask, "Why do you look so uncomfortable?
Oh my god,
Are
just
you
make it work.
hiding?"
Well.
Artyom, that's hardly the question to ask. Look, I'm sure you've gathered by now. Our friend is Biparo.
Oh, I mean, that's okay.
He's from the Soviet Union. What you expect, am I right?
Alexi, you're giving out too much information. I'm trying to look out for our safety.
Giving out information, she just said she knew where... They know where we're from, fam.
Yes, and I'm wondering how they have so much information.
Well,
I mean, they're probably sent here by the druggies who are taking... Right?
Well, you're with the Camarilla, correct?
Mina's just watching the tennis match of this conversation. And she's...
You're not with me.
Okay,
yet.
alright. So, my friend, my new friends. Why is it that you were sent to speak with us? Is it who told you about us?
Well, I mean, I was the one in charge of keeping watch for anyone arriving in the city by boat, which you guys did.
Yeah.
I wanted to come and meet you because I like to meet the new people who
And
come to the city.
what's your relationship with Tito?
Well, that's very, very good of you.
Well,
I'll look at Tito.
she kind of seems to demur a little bit, and he sort of puts an arm around her and says, "We are together."
Are you also an obfuscated Nosferatu, or?
He laughs and says, I am one of the clan of the Rose. Toreador.
I will give him a nod.
Very interesting.
He understands why he's so hot now, though.
Yes. Well, I assumed from the grand gestures and the hotness, but I didn't know since she dropped obfuscate, possibly. Yeah. I see. And so.
Well, it was very nice of you guys to be pro and come talk with us. And we're sorry that we showed up unannounced.
So will we be seeing you tomorrow night at court?
Well, yeah, we'll be there.
So will we.
Oh, good. Then we can talk to each other. Sometimes
Hopefully.
work can get awfully boring. But,
Yeah.
You guys don't seem boring.
Unfortunately not.
Indeed.
So what should we expect tomorrow night? Is there anything we should...
Yeah, there might be some cultural differences going on.
Yes. Is there anything we should be sure to not do, or...
Well,
should we have a present for the prince?
Well, if you have a gift for the prince, that would generally, whenever elders and things come, they always give a present to the prince. So if you have something to give him, that'd be really good. If not,
we have some doubloons.
If not, it shouldn't be a big problem.
Okay.
They'll want you to give your name and your clan and your ancestry as far back as you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, for all of you, is pretty much to your sire. And then you guys aren't new, so he probably won't make you recite the traditions, but you should know the traditions in case he does make you.
Do we know the traditions?
Well, all of you guys would know the traditions.
Oh, we do know the tradition. I didn't think we were Camarilla. Because I thought...
You're not Camarilla, but, I mean, the traditions are pretty...
Okay.
Yeah. They're familiar enough that everyone knows them, even if they don't necessarily have to follow them.
We had to learn them in class about the barbarous Camarilla.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Well, is there
Thank you so
anything
much
else
for
to
your
discuss?
Well, okay then. She hops up. There is, anything you need, you can call the number and we'll help. And, okay.
Yes, we very much appreciate your kindness. I think this meeting went well. If you continue down this path, I might consider trusting you in the future.
Jesus.
Might consider trusting you in the future.
Probably not, though. So...
Yeah, so that's a very weak might.
Okay.
And the role-playing award goes to...
And then he looks over to you and kind of reads your body language for a second and goes, okay. And then she reaches out a tentacle to Alexei for a handshake.
Well, alright, I'll accept that. I'll say, well, I already trust you.
Alright. So it is a kind of slimy, moist, tentacle-y handshake.
Ugh.
Schlop.
Well, okay. And then you can see that as in her Nosferatu form, she does seem to have difficulty moving around. But she does kind of make her way to the door with Tito there to help. And he turns back to you before he leaves and gives a flourishing bow and departs.
Wait, why was she covered in slime?
She's a Nosferatu.
I didn't realize Nosferatu were covered in slime.
Some of them can be.
Some of them can be, yeah. Actually...
Wow, that Toreador is into some kinky shit.
It's actually a merit. Because
nice.
It didn't come up here, but if you had tried to grapple her, you would not have succeeded.
Alexi, you're going to be having some fantasies during masturbation tonight. All right.
I'm gonna have trouble falling back to sleep because I can't stop thinking about how they.
Okay, here's the thing. After you shook her tentacle, did you wipe your hand?
Not until she was gone.
And then you're like, gross!
I grab one of our booby trap newspapers off the
Or
floor.
go to the sink. Just go to the sink and soap and water, man.
Well, I don't want to drip it all over the floor.
True.
You're in their apartment. You're in Zima and Yuri's apartment. You're not in our apartment.
Right.
True.
We didn't bring her into our apartment. We brought him in.
Gross.
Brought her into theirs.
Yeah, okay, well then fuck it.
Yeah.
There is like a stain on the couch now.
Oh.
That we will not explain.
Zima comes back. What the fuck?
Does it smell?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, you're in a room with garbage, so it was hard for you to notice, but if you do, like, bend over and sniff it, yeah, it does smell.
You're in a room with garbage?
Well, that's the room that you live in.
No, it's not.
It's very true,
Yuri
it's
and
very
Zima's
true.
room.
No, but I'm saying the room with your booby traps. Your booby traps are garbage.
Right, but we're not in that room. We're in.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yuri's
don't
room.
insult my booby traps like that.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that because you're living in the other room, you've just gotten used to
We've
the
just
smell.
gotten used to the smell. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Sorry,
So,
don't
yeah,
call
just
another man's
use,
booby traps
I would
garbage
say
like that.
drip slime on the floor. Go wash your hands, and then we'll go to our room.
To our garbage apartment. Alright. Meanwhile, with Yuri and Zima, we'll see if it's even going to be an issue.
He may not come back. Who knows?
Of course I will. Have faith.
Alright.
This is what I do best.
I have
Get into
offered,
really bad situations and hopefully make out
I have
alive.
come here to offer you this Elder Bruja's blood as tribute. You may diablerize him now.
Oh no.
Alright. So the van eventually comes to a stop, and you guys begin to hear music, and this is where we'll bring in our music for the session.
Okay.
It seems like there's a party going on wherever you're at.
Air
Excellent.
horns.
This is my ideal situation.
Alright.
Alright, so there's your music.
Oh, right.
That was
I thought
David's joke.
Yeah, I thought the sad air horn was the song we were listening.
No.
No.
That's Strange Love, okay.
Alright.
All
So
right,
you
then.
guys pop out, listening to some fucking pretentious British synth pop, and you're at like a beachfront mansion, which is absolutely like filled with partygoers who seem deeply inebriated, and they're just like wandering around. Meanwhile, your two companions guide you inside.
My, quite the setup you have here.
Yeah, this place, it's hard for you to tell coming from like Soviet Russia, but you don't think there even are houses this nice in Soviet Russia, let alone even conceiving of how much it could cost.
I imagine this may be the beginning of a very fruitful relationship.
If you play your cards right.
Excellent, I always do.
Alright. So, they take
I
you...
test that. Don't push it.
Basically, this place is like a fraternity, essentially. There's like people on like climbing up the drapes. There's like streamers coming down over the stairs. It's just like a madhouse.
You're making the very tempting to start like increasing all their emotions.
I mean, you can.
I sure could.
It can't increase too much further. So
I can't make him just go completely but fucking insane about this.
they're pretty much already there. It's possible
Okay.
someone is already using dementation on them.
Nice. Could I do the opposite and make them all behave calmly?
The party is now off the hook.
I see.
So you guys are taken into a back room where you see there is a man dressed in like full Catholic bishop attire, like some sort of like a medieval like tarot card character. He's got like a crook leaning over the couch he's sitting on, and as you enter, he makes he holds out his hands and says, "Please enter and partake of what I have to offer."
I'll bow courteously and move forward.
Spanish.
No one expects the Sabbat Inquisition.
He may be Spanish, we don't know.
He's not.
Ah,
He's pretty clearly of African descent.
He's a Moor.
Yeah. He could be, actually. It's true.
so?
So you guys sit down?
Yeah.
All
After
right.
bowing courteously.
So, before we discuss any business, I must make you enjoy my hospitality. Is there anything I can provide for you to make you more comfortable?
Your guests seem to be rather enjoying themselves. Have they had something special tonight?
Anything and everything, my friend. This night and every night.
That sounds wonderful.
I have a request. I am a little parched. Would you send one off?
Of course. I will feed you blood until you are bloated like a tick. And he claps his hands, and some people who are presumably servants go out into the party and come back with several vessels who seem to be, some of them look like they're dazed, and others seem like they're almost manic.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to check and make sure none of them are vampires. None of them are...
How can you do that? You don't have aspects, do you?
I can look at their teeth and
You
look
can
at
walk
their
up and
eyes.
feel for a pulse, I guess.
Yeah, I feel for pull. There are, but I have options.
Yes, they do seem to have a pulse.
Okay. So yeah, I'll drink. I'll ask Yuri, if I lose some restraint, please be sure to pull me off. Yes.
Of course.
Thank you, Yuri. So I'll go
Quite welcome.
two units at a time.
All right. So
For
do you want to
about-
feed?
If they're inebriated, by the way, that will carry over to you, so don't drink too much.
So if you are feeding, are you feeding from one of the ones that looks manic, one of the one that looks like sedated?
Sedated, ideally.
Okay. So you're taking
So yeah,
two to start with.
So you
All
take
right.
2 points of morphine. Gotcha.
You
Yeah,
find
two.
it very easy to control yourself, actually, as you just begin to drink blood. The beast inside you seems almost lulled into a serene state. You actually feel very chill.
All right, so that's 6 blood then.
So yeah, you can take as much as you want. There's a bunch of people here.
I will
Don't
stop
start
it.
that
I'll
one
stop at 1. I'll stop at 1. I want 1 feeding.
Figured that's where we were going.
No.
Oh,
We already
not
did
yet.
Strange Love.
Oh,
You missed it.
okay. Well, no, I was here.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, let's continue on.
No.
We're going to have a little master and servant there
All right.
between Yuri and Eva.
So
It's going to be fun.
how much were you taking altogether?
2 units from one victim.
All right. So yeah, like I said, you can fill up as much as you want. If you just want to take those 2, that's fine.
Actually, I'll go from 2 from one victim, from a sedated victim, and then 2 from a manic victim.
All right.
Oh, that's going to be a good combo.
Okay, nice. A nice speedball.
Alrighty then.
Listen, I can't have a heart attack if my heart isn't beating. All right.
No?
This will be the most slow-paced episode ever.
You So as you start feeding now from the stimulants as well,
Yikes.
you start feeling.
They don't cancel out.
You start to feel really good, really chill, but also like you're going crazy at the same time. It's wild.
Cancel out.
I'm going. I should stop. I can.
So what is your current blood pool?
8.
All right. So now I am going to need a self-control roll for you to stop.
Oh, sorry. No, my current blood before feeding is 6.
Okay.
So self.
Yeah, self-control.
So 6 plus 2 plus 2 now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. 6, so 8 after the feeding.
Yeah.
If unless I can't. So self-control 3.
All right. So you you get the blood points just fine, but it doesn't seem like a great idea for you to stop. What it seems like is you should continue this balancing act by taking more from the sedated guy. Now that he's here, obviously, you got so many sedated people.
I feel
then
like
take more from the stimulant to really get a good buzz going.
Would this be a good time for me to maybe stop him?
If you would like to do that, you can.
I'll go and put like a hand on his shoulder and be like, "You
As
think
you're
you may have had
about
enough."
to do that, one of the other Sabbat here steps in and goes, "Calm down. Why don't you have some?"
You know, I feel like I would rather enjoy the show at the moment. He seems to be having a wonderful time. I should love to remind him of this tomorrow.
Son of a bitch.
I see. We have others, if you would like. Maybe you prefer a more specialized form of blood. And this is the guy who was threatening you on the bus a little bit ago. And he puts a finger on your chest and starts running it down between your ribs.
Wow.
All right.
I'm not sure what he's implying here.
He wants your dick.
I don't think he does.
Stay
My appearance
here
too.
a second while I get dressed into something more comfortable.
Yeah, he wants your dick.
My appearance is too.
And he
Doesn't
pushes
matter.
you.
You know, that Toreador was with the Nosferatu, so
With
your
a slimy
appearance apparently
Nosferatu.
is not a thing.
So that person pushes
Here in
you.
America, they're just
Well, I don't know. That Nosferatu girl had an appeal. That guy clearly had a fetish.
Well, all I'm saying is, in America, what we know is normal is just not correct. All right.
Miles, what stands out about your character?
He's really skinny.
The dick.
Alright, well, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
He's also, I will just point out, he is just a vampire, so if you're looking for different tastes of kindred vitae,
I'd rather not.
well, it's too
You're
late. So like I said, he pushes you down and then he goes off to get dressed into something more comfortable, whatever that means.
God.
Meanwhile, Zima, you basically kind of lose control of yourself and end up filling your blood pool entirely.
Like a tick bloated.
Bouncing
with
back
blood.
and forth, or
Yeah.
okay, so that's
You're
8
also high
10.
out of your.
You don't
fucking mind.
kill anyone, but you are absolutely high out of your fucking mind. Like,
all right. Okay.
You're having a great time. Great muscle you turned out to be. You're not getting paid today.
never get high on your own supply.
I didn't
This is-
supply this.
This is our supply.
Never get high on anyone's supply.
Never could have someone else's. That's even worse. Getting someone else's supply.
Yeah.
Just say no. Just say no.
Yeah, that war on drugs didn't work.
Yeah, no.
Kids, my talents have given me this time to talk about something very important.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right.
Nice big night. Have a double dip.
So he starts going off to party with the others, and you just turn to the bishop and go, "Crack is whack." All right. Let's discuss business.
Don't act like I can't lie to you. Yes.
So, the bishop puts a hand on your knee. It seems like your friend is eager to taste what we have to offer.
It certainly does seem that way.
Got lampshade on
But
the
you
head.
are a man, I can see, who prefers a different vintage of pleasure.
Nice.
I do have my peculiarities.
And, of course, one of the greatest pleasures of all is power.
Indeed.
And in this capitalist world, money brings power.
That is absolutely true.
So let's discuss money.
Please,
First
let
off,
us.
let us discuss the money you stole from me. And then you can feel the grip on your knee turn, rather than seductive, a bit tight and
Ooh.
painful.
That makes it better.
I presume you have something to give to me, yes?
Of course. First of all, I clearly owe you an apology. I have conducted myself in a manner not at all appropriate to the city. This was caused by my ignorance, and I have nothing to blame but myself.
Of course. I
Now,
accept your apology.
most gracious of you.
And the money you're carrying.
Dash. I'm getting to that. Now then, I'll take out the entire wad of cash. See, obviously my suppliers will want some of this as well. But I could just tell them I sold them at a lower price than I actually did, and you could reap the benefits. That's my way of apology.
I will be reaping many benefits.
Certainly. I
Or
can clearly
raping
tell that you
many
are much
benefits,
better.
Not sure which.
I can clearly tell that you are much better equipped as a potential business partner than what I had in mind from my other options.
Compliment his dick!
He just did.
I know I heard!
Well, he puts a hand on the money and moves it over towards him. All of it.
On the money's thigh.
He says, I believe we can do business. How you handle your former suppliers is up to you.
I believe this would be a potential issue for you. This may bring your people into conflict with a certain other group that you may not wish to get in conflict with.
Do you have any other sources of finance?
Of my own? Not at the moment. I have simply moved to the city.
What
I could,
about
of course,
your companion?
I could, of course, simply pay it off as a debt to you. I would not mind working for a while to pay off any debts I may incur.
I see. I'll tell you what. I will keep this as a security. However, I will give you some more product for you to sell. If you make enough, you should be able to satisfy the price of what I'm giving you on credit, while also satisfying your former suppliers.
Very well.
Does he give him a different price sheet?
No. Does that sound acceptable to you?
Most certainly.
All right.
Of course. Our arrangement need not end when I have paid off my debt, does it?
I assure you, it will not.
You're forever a slave.
Of course.
Oh, good.
Certainly. I believe this can be quite mutually beneficial.
Now, concerning your friend, he gestures over to where Zima is like just wildly gesticulating,
Is he naked
doing
yet?
whatever he's
Is
doing.
he naked? That's the thing. Is he undressed?
I mean, it's possible.
I should
No,
be able to calm him down to some extent and bring him home. I don't
Oh.
believe he will cause many issues.
I'm not concerned about that. What I am concerned about is his condition.
You mean his arm?
I recognize the work of a master flesh crafter when I see it.
I see. You have quite the eye.
I am a appreciator of objects of great beauty.
I see.
Damn right!
I wonder what you know about it.
Unfortunately, I know very little myself about it. I simply know that he had part of his arm. In fact, he had all of it removed at one point. Apparently, that did not solve whatever issue he was having, so we removed merely part of it instead. And this is where we are.
I see.
He himself would be able to tell you more, but probably not as he is now.
I see. Well, we will give him a chance to relax a bit then. Ah,
Excellent.
but I see that young Eli has returned. And then he stands up, and you see a beautiful woman approach and replace him on the seat next to you and put an arm around you.
Wonderful. We had just finished talking business for the moment.
So, she says, I have made all of the preparations. You may come with me.
Very well.
All right.
Would it be safe to leave my companion here alone for a moment, or should we do something about him?
Oh, he'll be fine, I'm sure.
I see. Well, I suppose I can trust in his judgment.
She says, I want you all to myself.
Oh boy.
The feeling is mutual.
All right.
I also want myself all to myself.
So, she takes you into a back room, which is outfitted like a bedroom, and then pushes you on the bed and says, now you will experience true pleasure.
I'm
And
looking
then-
forward to it.
She leaps forward on top of you, fangs bared, and pushes you down, and basically holds you in place while she bites into your neck.
All right.
As this is
Is it
happening,
pleasurable?
this is getting bad. As this happens, she takes a break second to rip open her own wrist and then jam it down your throat.
Okay, can I keep it in my mouth?
You can try and avoid feeding if you want to. It is a self-control check.
That is a self-control of 3. Can I use a willpower point?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Waste a willpower point. That's what you're gonna do.
All right. In that case, if you're not sharing blood, then you start losing blood. So she takes 3 blood points off of you. And suffice to say, while this is going on, there are other interactions you have. She is just like moving all over the place. You have never experienced a lover quite this ferocious before, but being an amnesiac, you have not experienced any lovers.
Well, Zima.
No, wait. That's for Zima.
And he's not quite this ferocious.
And he's an old man.
He's much
Now my
more
back
gentle.
cannot handle it.
Yeah. But she basically holds you down and has her way with you.
But he's thinking to himself, here's some things I need to try with Zima. I've just got me some
I should
ideas.
drain 3 of his blood points right now. That will kick the party up into gear.
Alright. So, once you guys are finished, she goes over.
Or when she's finished.
Once she's finished, she goes over to the dresser and starts redressing in the men's clothes that she was wearing on the bus.
Right, I'll get dressed too.
Alright. Pull on
You
your
certainly do not disappoint.
Once he's dressed, he actually kind of looks over at you and seems sort of confused. And then just kind of shrugs.
All right.
Freak. All right. So, while this is going on, Zima, you're just kind of partying, and as this is going on, the bishop approaches you.
Okay.
Your condition.
Yes, friend, I am absolutely shit-fit.
Yes. In addition to that, I was referencing your arm.
My arm? Oh, heavy shit, friend. I would not want to trouble you.
You have had an encounter with a Zamitsi.
Oh, yes, an encounter. Oh, never a good time.
Would you be interested in having this damage repaired?
Ooh, a mighty tempting offer. I don't know.
Unfortunately, I can't help you this time, so you gotta have to deal with this one yourself.
I don't think I don't think I can hold still long enough, I suppose. I must admit, I've grown rather fond of it. It has a certain charm, don't you think?
I see. Well, if you want to keep it, I certainly won't try and dissuade you, although it is somewhat distinguishing.
Oh, a cast every now and again. It's a good story to bed women, you know?
Hmm.
Says this
Yes,
one who
women.
didn't get a prostitute.
He's high out of his mind.
As far as I'm concerned, I am Mr. Sexy.
Alrighty.
I do know of someone who could help you, though, if you are interested.
Well, interests change. If I change my mind, I will contact you.
Of course. So, he leaves you to continue to party, and yeah. Once you, once Yuri comes back out, he will basically drop an envelope in your hand and says, the following is an introduction to the Filthy Aristocrats pack. Be certain that Zima follows it.
I see. I shall be sure to remind him of it.
Alright?
Of course, his decisions are his own.
Of course. And he gives you a sort of, I don't fuck this up. Make sure he makes the right decision sort of look.
I see. Well, it was an absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm certain we will speak more again in the future.
Of course. I will have you dropped off.
Wonderful.
And he has one of his servants take you back out to the van. And
no, Mexican radio.
and they drop you off basically out on the beach.
Okay. Do I have time to go to the other place with my former employers?
Yes, you do.
Right, I will go there immediately.
Oh, and they did leave you with the cocaine for you to sell.
Right.
Am I just still partying the night away?
You're still you're a little bit sobered up, but you're still feeling pretty high right now.
All right, but I'm with Yuri.
You're with Yuri.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Zima,
Yes?
we are going to talk to our former employer.
Oh, okay then. Well, you handled business fine last time. I should let you do so again.
Your backup, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, off we go then.
Not
You guys
practiced
shirt
hand,
off
shut
like
up.
the tie around his head.
Oh yeah, he's showing off those abs, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Hitting on every woman he sees.
So I believe you guys also wanted to go to the Anarch. So you guys basically all arrived there at the same time after your individual meetings.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's biker bar, and they let you in. And the boss is sitting there discussing matters with a guy who looks a little bit too straight-laced to be there. He's dressed in like a business suit, and they're talking back and forth. Anyway, so you guys got there first, and then you see these two roll up.
These two chuckleheads coming on in. Zima shirtless.
Zima,
look at these abs.
Zima is like blushed with blood, high out of his mind. And Yuri
I'll wipe the
is-
blood off him. I'll wipe the blood off him, of course.
Right. And Yuri looks like he just survived a near-death encounter.
So he's a little pale.
Yeah, for the record, I don't.
One's very pale, one's very
I
black.
don't exactly look happy right now.
Wait until you see the
My
couch.
expression has soured a
What?
bit.
Nothing.
Yeah. So if Zuri is like still high when he goes to bed, we'll just say that it was him.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I like it. I like it. Anyway, I won't engage either one of them.
All right.
I don't know what.
I'll sit down and wait my turn like a dentist.
So yeah, once you guys are inside, the boss will basically finish up his discussion. The other guy will leave, and he will turn his attention onto you guys.
What was the discussion about?
What was that?
What was the discussion about?
Oh, do you have acute hearing?
Yeah.
All right. They were just discussing some business. It seems like you didn't catch all of it, but from the tail end you discussed, it seems like the man in the suit is worried about the way things are going, whereas the boss seems kind of unconcerned. He seems to think everything is going okay. What exactly they're talking about, you're not sure.
All right.
So, how can I help you?
We have had a bit of an incident.
Okay. What
Do
kind
you recall
of incident?
the people you were warning us about?
I see.
Yes. They catch on quite fast, as it would seem.
Do you still have the product?
They have supplied me with new product for me to sell.
Well, that puts you in an awkward position, doesn't it?
It certainly does. I intend to pay off my debt to you, and then I think it may be best for you to forget about us.
Any arrangements you have with the Sabbat are, of course, extremely dangerous, you understand.
I am aware. But cutting ties now would probably be even more so.
Well, I won't stop you from doing whatever you feel you need to. As long as you
What other
make our...
options do you believe we have?
As it stands, very few. I won't...
Exactly.
I will, of course, allow you to do whatever you wish as long as you make our situation right. You can take your time to do so.
Good.
But I advise you to be very careful. Although your situation is not perhaps as grave as you believe it to be.
Oh?
Despite,
That is the first bit of good news I've had all evening.
Despite their bluster, the Sabbat are unlikely to kill you outright for simply displeasing them. You may want
Very
to
well.
try and avoid becoming any further entangled with them, however, since that will place you at greater risk.
I intend to pay off my debt to them, and hopefully that will be it. Of course, it will not, but that is what
As long as you understand the situation you are in. remember that they cannot destroy you outright without risking angering ourselves and the other independents.
Of course.
So, turn to the rest of you. Anything else?
It's gonna be up to me again.
Anything else?
Well,
No, I got nothing.
But if you just followed me, so of course you have
I
nothing.
will go over and I will.
I'm
sit
humming
next
a
to
tune.
Conrad.
mm-hmm.
You're still quite high, I imagine.
And
Yeah.
I will introduce myself as Natalia Petronova Kredenko and apologize for my somewhat reticent behavior the previous evening.
All right.
Being, staked and kidnapped and whatever was out of sorts. But I have had time to think, obviously. And I would just maybe like to get some more information about how this new situation is, I guess.
Well, he says, pleased to make your acquaintance. I don't think I ever properly introduced myself as well. I have to look up the name. Martin Jones.
Martin Jones. Nice name.
So, what is it exactly that I can enlighten you regarding?
So, I'm a bit confused as to why you are not just sending us back to Cuba. That would seem to be a way to get us out of your hair.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any vessels capable of making the journey, to say nothing of getting you through the American and Cuban patrols.
But surely you had contact with Cuba. You're working with them.
I do have contacts in Cuba. I have reported to them your current condition, and they have not sent any instructions or told me to do anything. If they want you, I presume they will send a boat for you.
Let's see. Yes.
I want this.
Curious as to how things stood and whether, So we are your problem for a while, are we?
Well, I wouldn't call it a problem necessarily.
Yes, but still, you've been very hospitable in helping us.
Well, the position of the Anarchs is strengthened by having veterans such as yourself present.
Yes, well, hopefully we will not make too much trouble for you. I'm looking over at Yuri and Sima.
Well, I don't think it'll be too much trouble.
So we were considering presenting ourselves to the Camarilla tomorrow. In fact, we had a couple of visitors, it seems, that Nosferatu are aware of our presence here. And they gave us a gift earlier this evening.
I see. Interesting.
I thought so as well. I was not sure, is that the custom in America?
Which one gave it to you?
Oh, it was a girl, I think her name was Nina.
Ah, Mina. Mina Harper. Yes, I know her.
Excuse me. Mina Harper.
Harper, not Harker.
She seemed a nice enough girl.
She's, well, I suppose she's not really a neonate anymore, although she acts like one.
And her companion, Pinto?
He is certainly a neonate.
They seemed an odd pair.
I mean, you know,
Hmm.
takes all sorts.
Yes, it does.
He's in the slime.
As I am speaking with him, I am occasionally touching his arm and whatnot.
Meanwhile, Alexei is just over there getting hard, thinking about the slime. Like, oh yeah,
I wish that was my couch.
a natural
Literally can't stop
lubricant.
thinking about
So you say, Alexei, Tioma, if you wish to, jump in here anytime, you can.
If you wish to jump into a vat of slime,
Exactly, you can. So I just, anyway, I will continue on. So I was just surprised at how quickly word travels, I guess.
Well, I mean, you know the Nosferatu.
Yes.
yeah, we totally found out, aren't we?
I mean,
Yes.
it's not exactly a secret safe house you're in. I mean,
Mm.
any anarchs who pass through use the place.
Hmm.
Mm. Mm.
In fact,
I
if
see.
you're really unlucky, someone else may pass through and you may be sharing it with
Kicked
additional
out?
roommates.
So, I see. So, how would one, I'm so not familiar with how America works, how would one go about receiving a more permanent
Well,
haven, I guess?
you're gonna need cash.
And in a capitalist
Fucking capitalism.
I suppose that's a job or something.
Yeah. And if I don't want a job,
I guess my men will have to work for me. I will look at Alexei and Tioma.
I suppose the men and women will have to work.
So, there may be some skills we can put to work.
I can certainly help you arrange something if any of you have specialized skills.
What was his
I
name?
got skills.
Martin.
Martin, that would be so helpful. Thank you. I would be very appreciative.
What exactly are you good at? And he's speaking generally to all of you. Obviously, not necessarily Yuri or Zima,
He's
I'm
aware.
one of which who is already working for him, and the other one is high out of his mind.
So was Stallworth even here?
Well,
Stallworth, are you
Artyom's
here?
a soldier and
You're a what?
I'm really good at computers.
I see. Interesting.
Yep. Any office work? I'm your guy.
Data entry.
I may be able to arrange something. Do you have a computer?
No.
Well, that somewhat limits your computer skills then.
But he could
Certainly
probably
does.
fix somebody else's computer.
Yep, absolutely.
You don't have a problem with theft, do you?
No. He doesn't.
No. No, I don't.
In fact, he's our resident thief.
None whatsoever.
In that case, I think we may have an arrangement. I will have to sort out the details.
Muy bien.
But that should get you some money and perhaps be enough for you to set out on your own.
Gracias.
Good that you're trying.
So, anything else?
So, do you think it's a good plan for us to present ourselves to the Camarilla?
If you plan on remaining in the city for any amount of time, then yes, it would forestall future difficulties if you presented yourselves now.
And what about Yuri and Zima with their connections to the Sabbat?
It will not please the Sabbat. However, as I said, they can't kill them outright on account of their independence. You may want to find a way, he directs us towards Yuri, to stress as diplomatically as possible your independent nature to the Sabbat. I don't know how you'll do that, but good luck.
We have found ourselves in the care of the anarchs. Or something like that.
Yes, you can make it clear to them that you are under anarch protection if you think that will avail you.
Let's go for whatever.
I don't know. It's not really our problem, is it? Anyway. I see. Is there anything else I want to ask? I don't think Stallworth is here.
I'm here.
Are you
Stallworth's
here?
here.
Okay, you're not speaking up.
Yes,
Too paranoid to speak. Too scared. He's being listened
paranoid.
to.
He's just looking around.
Let's
Yeah,
Star
yeah.
explain how paranoid he is.
I'm surprised he didn't check the samovar for bugs. Seems like if you were going to introduce
Well, we
one, that would
left it.
be...
We left it in the other apartment.
That's true, you did.
We haven't taken it back to our apartment. We left it there.
So all that the Nosferatu are going to hear are these two banging.
Exactly.
So loud.
So loud. On the stained sofa.
You hear
no.
Yuri whisper, in the bedroom, and then Zima goes, no, in the slime.
Yikes. Anyway. Is there any other questions that we have?
Do we exchange contact information?
Yeah, he'll give you, like, any phone numbers you need to get in contact with him.
He gives us a phone number and we'll call him with a payphone or something.
There are phones at the apartment.
Oh, wow.
Because it's used as, like, a safe house, the phone number is, like, written down next to the phone.
I wasn't used to this. Soviet apartment, usually no usually no phone.
Still getting used to having own bathroom, too. Only share between 3 people. What luxury you have in
What is en suite?
society.
We don't need
What
to
is en suite English?
Alright, well, I think
Alright. Well, if that's it, then your characters go back to the Haven, and pretty much it's day at this point, so
okay.
guys go to sleep. And,
Sleepy time.
I think we've actually gone for like 3 hours, so I think we're actually, this is not quite the end of the session, but
I don't know.
I think we'll call it here.
Do we get to role play the finding of the slime?
yeah, alright, we can handle that.
Puddle. on the
Yuri and Zima, you come back and find that the couch where Zima will be sleeping is a little bit slimy. There seemed to be a stain on it.
I will flip the cushions over and go to bed.
I am certain you will not mind. But
be fair,
Stina,
at this
before
point-
that,
You are wiped out, so...
I'm surprised he even
Seema.
flips the question over.
Seema,
Yeah,
my
that's right.
friend. I'll point to the envelope you have in your hand that you had in the hand the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this thing, yes.
You will read this, and you will do as it says.
I will try.
You will do as it says.
I will try. I can do no more, friend.
He doesn't actually get the second
Allow
one out
me.
because he's already asleep at that point.
Oh, crap.
We will speak of this tomorrow then.
Very well.
I'll take the envelope and I will read it.
Oh, Zima. You fool.
Classic Zima.
I'll take it and read it. So
yeah,
what does it let us say?
the letter is just an introduction to the priest of the Filthy Aristocrats pack, making it known that the bishop has sent him here to have his arm looked at.
I see.
There's a kind of ominous passage where it says, you may find it interesting.
And then you'll owe them a
Well, that is Seema's issue, not mine.
All right.
I will, of course, reassure Tioma that I love only him and
So I
I'm
will-
flirting with Martin only to get
I'll-
information.
I'll place the letter next to him
All right.
Well, no, actually, I'll hide it somewhere where the others can't see it. Just him.
You know what? I'll just keep it.
Yeah, actually,
I will make
fuck it, I
sure that
will.
he gets there.
Fuck it, I will.
You're like a mom
You're gonna get
making
me
like a
killed?
doctor's
You
appointment.
better-
Like, I will get the kid there. Just, man. I'll find a car.
Zima's the sugar daddy, but Yuri's the responsible.
Oh, yeah.
I'm basically like his maid.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much.
Secretary, you're his seneschal.
There you go.
Yeah.
Give you a little more
All right.
more dignity than maid.
So you guys go to sleep successfully. No one disturbs your alarms while you sleep.
I was gonna say I didn't know if Tioma was going to make me prove my loyalty.
I mean, we know what you guys do.
So after Alexei hears us bang loudly, we
yeah,
fall
Alexei
asleep.
hears you guys banging loudly. He's over there thinking about the slime.
Yeah, I'm good, I
Slime's
think.
good lubricant.
Yeah, it is.
So
All right. So, role-playing award.
Boxy.
All right. David votes for Boxy. Boxy, who are you voting for?
Actually,
Who was
David,
it?
you can't vote for Bucks because he won last time.
No, I won
No,
last time.
David won last time.
Did you?
Yeah. Okay, so I can't vote for David. 'Cause he won.
I was sure
So who-
Boxman won.
I know you're
I
right.
think-
Boxy
I think
was
Yuri-
actually-
I think Yuri-
He
I
was
think
runner-up.
Yuri did really well.
Miles did well, yeah.
All right. So you're voting for Miles. Miles, who are you voting for?
I think I said Boxman. Jake too.
Okay. There.
Foxy's fine.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you pick up 5 experience points. Everyone else picks up 4.
Go ahead and put it in.
Good stuff.
Alright. So that's up to 9. When do we spend and how do we spend them?
When there's
So-
downtime.
Yeah,
Okay.
when we get to downtime. And
Alright.
the thing I was probably going to bring up so that you guys have a chance to prepare for it is that recently I found that I've been writing a lot slower because I've been trying to take writing generally a lot more seriously. So my writing for this has slowed down because turns out when you're at, college all the time and you're writing during boring lectures, it goes fast. But when you spend an entire workday writing, it's hard to then say,
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to sit down and use my free time to do a couple hours of writing.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Gross.
So, probably there's going to be another hiatus coming up once we hit this downtime for a while, just so that you guys are aware. I'm letting you know in case Miles does want to run something or someone else wants to. There will be a break after this.
Alright.
I
in
think
a
I'm
few
more
sessions.
being a player than I am a GM, honestly.
So yeah, if no one wants to, then we can just do. I was also I've been getting ready to maybe do some LPs of the video games for Redemption and stuff. So I can certainly fill the time with that as well,
Yeah.
in case.
Whatever happened to Borderlands 2 LP?
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
not.
I mean, DLC just released, so
Shit.
Borderlands 2, really?
Yeah, free DLC of all things.
What the fuck?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
So it's to
Weird.
bridge the gap between 2 and 3, I think. It's
I
strange though
see.
that it didn't release for the pre-sequel because that was more recent.
yeah.
Huh.
Well,
Oh,
give me
God.
plenty of advance if that's actually going to be a thing, because I'll need my PS3 to be shipped over.
Oh, gee.
Anyway, I'm not planning on doing a Borderlands 2. I was thinking more like Vampire the Masquerade Redemption or Bloodlines 1.
Grand.
Come on, you guys need to do another board.
Background.
Anyway,
Is
That's how
that
Star Wars joined the group, wasn't it?
yeah.
You could have a guest appearance on my FGO channel.
That's the thing, is that I don't think Boxy has ever seen the Borderlands Let's Play. And to really understand David as a
I-
person, you have to hear the sound of his voice.
Don't watch it.
Oh, that reminds me, you gotta see the Devilman dub right now. I'm
To-
finding it.
To hear a more innocent David. A squeakier David.
Whatever.
More higher octane, David. Also, please,
Maybe
for
you'll
the love
hear
of God,
Somers.
watch
Sometimes.
this. Please watch this.
I'm watching it.
Oh, I've
Watching
seen
it.
this.
What do we got?
This is the best dubbing in the world.
Fuck you.
Welcome to the 80s. Oh, by the way, in case anyone is curious about what your character is like in like the hour or so where you're at home before you actually fall asleep, if you do rent any video stores, anything from the video store, the Godfrey Ho collection is there. So if you guys want to start making references in character, it's allowed.
Yes.
Right.
Hey.
Nice.
Yes.
So I'm just making it clear, in character, Alexei could easily have seen American Force 2 Ninja Untouchables, The Untouchable Glory, and seen General Karpov.
That sounds amazing.
Right. Thank you very much for the session. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. See you
I
around, man.
will. I'll see you later, man.
All right. See you guys later.
Alright, I better go to sleep.
Yeah. See ya.
Right.
See y'all.
See ya.
All right.
All right.
That went pretty well. You got jazzed up on a bottle of wine. Oh, I finished Mass Effect 2 successfully. Yeah. Hopefully Mass Effect 3 doesn't crash. Yeah. And you have to go to the dentist tomorrow. Although I have to go to the dentist too, so.
We'll be there together. So I did have a nightmare last night.
Yeah?
It's currently active. No. OBS?
Oh yeah, turn that off. Stop recording.